You only...
Me? It's you and me right here.
So far, nobody's been interested in the truth.
Well, I'm a detective. That's what I do. Do you know what a detective does?
Yeah, looks into things.
Do you know why?
Finds out why that happened.
Why? What?
Why anything.
Who?
The
Everything.
truth of it.
The truth. That's it right there.
You're like Columbo?
No, I'm not like Columbo.
Are you better than Columbo?
I'm not better than Columbo, no.
I'm not.
That's TV. This is the real world. This is the real world.
We're in deep crap then. So are you on my side or not on my side?
I'm on the side of the truth, bud. That's it. If you're going to tell me the truth, then I'm on your side.
Wow, that's a big if these days. Goodness. Figuring out who's going to listen. I mean, even I don't tell the truth.
You don't?
No, not
Why not?
always.
Well,
Because I'm not always honest.
Well,
I'm
I don't think any of us are
I'm in a
always.
material world. I can't. I'm like, whoa, I can't just go around explaining everything. I would be in much more trouble than I am now.
In this video, we explore the intriguing case of Richard Kirk, a Denver man who claims that his first experience with a legal marijuana edible led to a heated and devastating altercation with his wife. He insists that the edible was responsible for his violent behavior, but as the investigation unfolded, evidence emerged that challenged his version of events. What was the real motive behind Kirk's actions? Join us as we delve into the case of The Edible Made Me Do It. Back in 2012, Colorado made history by becoming one of the first states in the U.S. to legalize marijuana for recreational use. This meant that adults over the age of 21 were free to possess and use small amounts of marijuana without fear of legal repercussions on the state level. The first legal recreational marijuana shops in the state opened in Denver on January 1, 2014. This law brought about many changes in Denver, including an increase in tourism and state revenue, and the creation of new job opportunities. However, it also raised concerns about public health and safety, particularly for young people. Unfortunately, just 2 months after marijuana shops opened, a 19-year-old exchange student named Levi Thamba exhibited erratic speech and hostile behaviors hours after consuming 6 times the recommended amount of a marijuana cookie. He then leaped from a 4th-floor balcony to his death. A spokesperson for the medical examiner's office said Thamba was not suicidal, and since his death did not involve other intoxicating substances or an event such as an automobile accident, the medical examiner determined that his death was linked to the edible consumption. This tragic incident made national headlines and was still on the minds of Denver citizens when the events we are about to discuss unfolded. Kristine Ann Kirk was a true gem in her community. Hailing from Ann Arbor, Michigan, she was a proud supporter of the Michigan Wolverines and always waved their maize and blue flag on football Saturdays. Kris, as she preferred to be called, later moved to Texas for college where she met the love of her life, Richard Kirk, and joined the Alpha Omega Epsilon sorority. Her many talents and devotion to her 3 boys made her an inspiration to those around her. Her sister once said, "Kris was simply amazing at everything, a loving daughter, sister, cousin, and friend. But being a mother was her favorite role." Kris loved nothing more than jumping on the trampoline with her boys, a cherished memory of the happy times she once shared with her family. Richard Kirk was raised in Salt Lake City, Utah, and was known for his devout religious beliefs. He left his hometown in the early 90s to attend college in Texas. His acquaintances found him friendly and humble, while his close friends had mixed opinions. There is little background information on Richard's upbringing and education. Court documents show Richard was involved in an incident in 1994 in which he was charged with felony assault. That charge was reduced and eventually dropped. The victim's identity remains unknown. Richard and Kris's love story started in the early 90s when they first met in Texas. They hit it off and began a romantic relationship, eventually tying the knot around 1998 or 1999. The couple moved to Denver, Colorado to build a new life together. Unfortunately, in 2000, Richard was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence. However, he was able to bounce back from that and did not have any further police encounters on record. The couple continued to pursue their dreams in Denver, and initially, things were going well. In 2005, Richard and Kris purchased a home in the charming Observatory Park neighborhood of Denver. The couple settled in and had 3 young boys who were often seen by neighbors running and playing around the house. The Kirks were considered friendly folks who always made an effort to acknowledge others with a wave or a warm greeting. Yet, those who knew the couple privately were aware of ongoing marital tensions, particularly Richard's temperament. Richard was said to have a mean streak and to be impulsive, especially when driving. One family member stated he would not ride in the front seat with Richard due to his road rage issues. If Richard felt disrespected by another driver, it was not uncommon for him to speed up and tailgate them. Additionally, family members reported that they wouldn't be surprised to learn he had shot someone, as he was unwilling to let things go and was constantly on the verge of losing control. Richard had been suffering from chronic back pain for many years, and his doctor had prescribed him hydrocodone as a pain reliever. Over time, Richard's use of the medication escalated into a full-blown addiction. As his ability to work and earn money decreased, the family's credit card debt began to pile up. This put significant financial pressure on the family, and combined with Richard's questionable decision-making, it caused a significant rift in the marriage, according to family members. For example, there was an incident where one of Richard's Jeeps was stolen from the family's driveway. During an unrelated investigation years later, a family member told police they had reason to suspect Richard arranged the theft for insurance money, as the key had been left inside the vehicle. In another instance, Richard used the couple's tax refund to buy an expensive motorcycle without consulting Kris, leading to a huge argument between them. In return, Kris felt she had no choice but to place a hard cap on Richard's spending. When asked by investigators if Richard's spending limit caused resentment between the couple, the family member didn't know. Religion was another source of anxiety between Richard and Kris. He was a devout Mormon and often asserted that it was the right religion, even telling his sons that he disapproved of Kris taking them to a Catholic church. Kris appeared to be at her wit's end, confessing to a colleague that she had been waiting for the perfect moment to tell Richard that she no longer loved him. It's clear that the domestic situation was becoming increasingly challenging, but what happened next would prove to shock even those who knew the Kirks best. It was mostly sunny and 55 degrees in the Observatory Park neighborhood on Monday, April 14, 2014. Richard was in a bind. He had run out of pain medication and was between prescriptions. By his own account, as he drove home in the afternoon from running errands, he noticed a legal marijuana dispensary and a thought occurred. He would stop in and see if they had anything to help with his pain. This part of his story checks out. Richard can be seen on store security footage in an orange jacket, chatting with an employee for roughly 19 minutes. He purchased a pouch of orange ginger gummy candy with a concentration of 100 milligrams of THC, the main psychoactive chemical in marijuana. For context, according to a WebMD article, experts currently recommend starting off with 2.5 milligrams of THC, which is 1/2 of the research standard. They suggest not exceeding 40 milligrams of THC per day. Richard claims later in the evening he took a bite of the edible, and when he felt nothing after an hour, he took some more. Almost instantly, he states, he felt confused and strange. Next thing he knew, he was standing outside his front door, staring at his home address sign. He stated that when he eventually entered the home and saw his wife, he did not recognize her. Moments later, an altercation broke out. At approximately 9:30 p.m., Kris dialed 911. She told the dispatcher that her husband had taken a marijuana edible and possibly some prescription medicine for back pain. Her voice trembling, she begged officers to hurry, describing how he was hallucinating, talking about the end of the world, and even asking her to shoot him. The situation was made all the more harrowing as her 3 young children were in the house and had locked themselves in a room. As the dispatcher took notes, Kris disclosed that there was a gun in the house locked away in a safe. The urgency of the situation was palpable. Approximately 2 minutes into the call, the dispatcher took a moment to alert officers.
332 Adam, 366 Adam, 2112 South St. Paul Street. Report of a domestic violence in progress. RP versus her husband has been smoking marijuana. Advise they do keep a handgun in the house, but it's not in anybody's possession.
Officers had yet to arrive on the scene as the call continued for 13 minutes. It was now 9:43 p.m. when Kris frantically told the dispatcher that Richard had retrieved a gun from its safe and was pointing it directly at her. Kris could be heard screaming before, and the line went silent. According to a detective's testimony, Richard walked into his 7-year-old son's bedroom after the gunshot and instructed him to kill his father so that Dad and Mom could be together with God. But fortunately, the gun malfunctioned after the initial shot. By 9:45 p.m., officers still had not arrived. Radio traffic captured details of the CAD messages between dispatch and officers.
She grabbed the gun and she screamed, the line disconnected. Step up cover. 353 Adam, that's her. What's that way to 35? 62 Adam, not too far.
The first officer arrived on the scene at 9:47 p.m., at least 16 minutes after Kris made the 911 call. The officer communicated his findings to dispatch.
353 Charlie, 62147. 33 Adam, 33 Baker. Need ambulance, code Shasta, party down. Hospital GSA for head. We're going to need homicide.
Upon arrival, officers discovered Kris lying on the floor with a gunshot wound to the head. She was later pronounced dead by paramedics. According to a probable cause affidavit, without being asked, Richard stated he killed his wife. He was taken into custody by police and transported for questioning. The 3 Kirk children were found physically unharmed and assigned to their aunt's custody. Later that evening, a detective sat across from Richard Kirk in the police station around 90 minutes from the time he fatally shot his wife while their children were home. The interview that followed was nothing short of bizarre. Some have accused Richard of doing his best to convince police he was impaired, while others believe he was genuinely lost in a haze of confusion and delusion. The stark contrast between Richard's state of mind during the interrogation and the shocking crime he had committed roughly 90 minutes earlier makes for a chilling and unnerving scene.
Traction there. I don't know which one. Yes. That does it? Yep. Okay.
There you go, bud. Have a seat there on the left. Okay. There you go. I'm gonna sit across the table from you right there. You good? You sure you don't want any water? Coffee? Anything?
Just water.
You want some more water?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, give me 1 second to figure this all out. All right, bud? All right, how you holding up?
It's tough.
I can't imagine, bud. Here you go.
Are you LDS?
What's that?
Are you LDS?
I'm not. I'm not.
Do you know LDS members?
I know the Latter-day Saints is what it stands for. Am I correct?
You're helping getting me there, aren't you?
I don't know, buddy. I don't know.
think
I apologize for not knowing
Oh, it's okay.
more about that.
Are you married?
I am not.
Do you have a mom, though?
I do.
Do you know her well?
I do.
That's what I'm trying to help everyone find. Is there...
Mom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the ones they love.
That's noble.
How come you're not married? And how, are you my age?
Oh, how old are you?
I haven't met
What's your
you.
name? What's your name? I don't even know your name.
Richard.
Richard, I'm Troy.
Troy.
Call me Troy. All right? I'm just about 40. How old are you?
Have I met you before?
I don't think so. Where'd you grow up? Did you grow up in town?
Salt Lake.
Salt Lake? Yeah. I grew up in Denver.
Did you?
Yeah.
I like Denver.
I like it. Been here my whole life. Only been to Utah one time, Moab. It's beautiful.
It is. I went there once too.
Yeah. It's gorgeous. So I want to sit down, obviously, and talk about everything. I don't know if you've ever been through anything like this before. I can't imagine what you're going
Interrogation
through.
like this?
Well, it's not so much an interrogation like the movies, you know.
Right.
It's not like it used to be. It's you and I talking and figuring this out and figuring out what happened. I want your side of the story, but I'm going to read you your rights. Okay. Have you ever? I'm sure you've seen that on TV. All that stuff they talk about. Have you ever gone over your rights before? Anybody ever talked to you about your rights before?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, all right. Well, it's something that you and I are going to go over, and I want to be 100% certain that you understand everything in it. Okay? It's just you and me talking here. If, there's a camera. There's a camera. Everything I do is recorded.
Well, everything in life so far is not.
Anymore it is, yeah. I want you to be 100% certain. So if you don't understand something that I'm talking about, let me know so we can clarify it, okay?
Okay.
I know this is just a ton to be going through, all right? I know everything's moving a mile a minute.
And physical things are hurting.
You're hurting right now?
Oh, yeah.
Are you?
Well,
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think so, but
Do you want me to,
a little numb
I
to
just-
tell, you know.
we were talking about
A
that.
little shock of everything
Right.
that happened and what transpired. It was like, that's
I understand.
some things that put a toll on a physical body that's almost 50 and not in super great shape.
All right, let's go through this stuff here. We'll get down all your information. We'll get all mine down here. This is mostly for the benefit of the tape to go back on it, okay? So today's date is April 14th,
Okay.
2014. It's now about 10 after 11. I'm Detective Troy Bisgard. Like I said, you can call me Troy. We're located in interview room 2A at Denver Police Headquarters. Person being interviewed is Mr. Richard. What's your last name, buddy?
Kirk.
Kirk? How do I spell it? K-I-R-K?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your date of birth, Richard?
May 15th, 1966.
1966. What's your home address?
2112 South St. Paul.
Okay, 2112 South St. Paul. Do you have a phone number at home there? How about a cell phone? What's the best way that I can get a hold of you?
Well, I don't have any of that with me now. It's my brother.
Your brother?
Yeah.
What's your
I don't-
brother's?
They stripped everything from me, so.
Well, okay. But you have a cell phone? Or you had a cell phone that the police officers have right now?
I don't know if they have it or if it's at my house. I don't
Okay,
know.
we'll figure all that out. What's the phone number for that phone?
Are you supposed to ask me all these questions, or?
You don't have to answer it. You don't have to answer anything you don't want.
I mean, I don't know why
That's
you're.
cool. No, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I just wanted to know the best way that if I had to call you.
No, I just
What
want to
number would I
talk
call?
with my brother.
Yeah. that something you mind talking with me about? See what we can get figured out?
I don't know. I feel real tired.
I understand. This is a lot to go through. I can't imagine. I don't know what happened. And I'd like to get your side of the story. And the truth is all I care about. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll go through your rights. How'd that be? To make sure that you understand.
You have rights for me,
You have rights.
and you're just letting me know what they are.
We'll go over it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, is this just normal procedure?
Yeah. This is everybody I talk to. I have to make sure that they understand that they don't have to talk to me. Like with the phone. You didn't want to give me your phone number? That's totally fine. It's the same throughout the whole time that you and I talk.
Mm-hmm.
Feel uncomfortable about telling me something? You don't have to tell me. You don't have to talk to me, period.
But I trust you.
I don't know you. You don't know me either. Right?
Right.
But I'd like to get to know you.
Mhm.
I'd like to get to trust you.
Okay.
I think this is our opportunity.
Okay.
But it's your decision. All right?
Okay, I'll make that decision to do that.
Okay. Let's go over it. All right? Let me get past this part right here. There's nobody else in the room with us. And I started that camera there. All right, Richard, here's the rights I want to talk to you about.
Okay. We all have these as Americans.
Yes, sir. Every one of us. Okay. So the first one is you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used as evidence against you in court. You have a right to talk to a lawyer before questioning and have him present during questioning. If you can't afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you without cost to you before questioning. Do you understand each of these rights that I've read to you?
I was kind of spaced out.
You want to go over them? We'll go over them again.
Yes. Please.
All right. You have a right to remain silent.
Okay.
Anything you say can be used as evidence against you in court. You have a right to talk to a lawyer before questioning and have him present during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you without cost to you before questioning. Do you understand each of those rights that I just read to you? And then down here, there's a second part of this. And that first part was do you understand everything that I read to you?
Mm-hmm.
Second part is knowing
I've
your
heard these
rights.
on TV.
Exactly.
It's just,
This
I've
is the
never
one,
gone
right?
through it and gone, yes,
You've never
I
listened to
understand
it.
that. Oh, yeah, that's reality. Oh, what is
Right.
that? What did that mean? I'm going to just sign my house away. I'm not going to do that.
This is what you see on TV. Exactly.
Well, I'm not going to fall for it. I mean, I'll sign something.
I can tell you,
I'll
this
talk
isn't a
about
trick.
stuff.
I will not step on your rights, bud.
No,
I just
not.
will not. You know, this is what we are afforded as Americans in this country. You and me.
We've voted and we have the right to bear arms.
We do. Yes.
I know we do.
What this is that, do you know where you are right now?
Not exactly. It's a little blue office and seemed like I saw people scurry and kind of run away. Honestly, I have no idea where I am right now.
All right.
I don't know if I'm in a police station.
You are.
Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
You're at Denver Police Headquarters.
I didn't realize where anyone was taking me or anything.
I know. It's a lot to go through. Everything happens fast.
And that's where I am. This is what a police
Do you
station
know-
looks like.
This is what an interview room looks like.
I pay a lot of money. How come there's all this?
Well, we use this guy.
On camera, but you got a hole in the carpet here. My foot's about to go through some kind of metal apparatus. Yeah, right. It's not like it is on TV.
This is Denver.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm in bad shape. I get it, but it's not because of me. It's because what's going on?
I don't want you to feel uncomfortable, but I'm not trying to make you feel, you watch those old movies and stuff like
Who
that.
else is
where it's
interested in the truth? You only.
me. It's you and me right here.
So far, nobody's been interested in the truth.
Well, I'm a detective. That's what I do. Do you know what a detective does?
Yeah, looks into things,
Do you know why?
finds out why that happened.
Why?
Why
What?
anything.
Who?
The
Everything.
truth of it.
The truth. That's it right
Remember
there.
that Columbo?
No, I'm not like
Are
Columbo.
you better than Columbo?
I'm not better than Columbo, no.
no.
That's TV. This is the real world. This is the real world.
Learn deep crap then. So are you on my
I
side
am.
or not on my side?
I'm on the side of the truth, but that's it. If you're going to tell me the truth, then I'm on your side.
Wow, that's a big if these days. Goodness. Figuring out who's going to listen. I mean, even I don't tell the truth.
You don't?
No, I'm not
Why not?
always.
Well,
Because I'm not always honest.
Well,
I'm
I don't think any of us
I'm
are
in a
always.
material world. I can't. I'm like, whoa, what did I can't just go around explaining everything. I would be in much more trouble than I am now if I just said what I thought every time I said it by my wife. Goodness.
Well,
I'm jittery. I'm all worked up.
I
I've
understand.
been through a lot. I
Right.
really have.
That's-
This is probably, well, man, down there's a complete truth and absolute.
And that's why I was called.
How come we're the only two that know about it, though?
Well, those officers know about it, But I don't think they know what happened. Nobody knows. No. You were there, right? I wasn't there with you.
No, but then you came in together, didn't you? And they
No,
they went the other way.
they came down.
Are you taking me on a journey?
I don't know.
Man, you're a trip. I don't even know you, but I feel like I've known you forever. I still.
Do you believe me that that's all I'm looking for is the truth?
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
I do.
He's your savior.
Mhm.
He's mine too. My wife and kid children's. Even mine. My life.
Right. So
That's
I want
the
to.
truth. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if that's where you're at too. I don't know. I'm following you.
Well, I'm following you. So I guess it's us. Right?
Where do we go?
Well,
Because we're in here now. Do you know?
I don't know, but like I said,
What do we talk about?
you were there and I wasn't there. And so what I want from you,
Is the truth.
the truth.
Who else can be in here with us? Don't we need two?
No.
I think we do.
Two what? Two detectives?
Two people, yeah, other than you and me and the camera. You have. Right now, I'm sitting here all alone in the whole world and eternity universe. Are you also?
Am I scaring you?
No.
Is that what you mean?
No, you're not
No.
scaring me.
Okay,
Am I
good.
scaring you?
No. I think you and I can figure this all out.
You won't believe what I've been through. Have you been through the same?
I don't know. Richard, I want you to put me standing next to you when everything happened. You make me see what you saw. All right? You know how you do that?
Mm-hmm.
You explain in detail with the truth. And you and I will get to the bottom of this.
Okay, but we need people also with us. Brethren. We just need another party other than the camera, don't you think? Someone you love and someone I love? Who do you trust?
I trust my family. I trust my brother detectives, my sister detectives. I trust my friends. How about you?
I have to trust everybody.
Yeah.
I do now.
That's good.
Never really thought about it before, even though I've gone through a lot. Thinking about it, not actually thinking about it, but thinking about it. Spending a whole lot more time being on the other side, probably the eternity on that side. Thinking about it.
We can do this. We can sort it all out. Are you confused?
Oh yeah. But I've also asked the Lord to be with me. It's the only way I can make it there now. Period. You understand?
That's what I believe. On my way in, I asked the Lord the same thing.
And who's your Lord?
God.
And
Jesus.
who else?
I don't know. We can do this, bud.
Is it the Holy Ghost?
Yeah. Let's go through this again. I want to make sure you understand this. Because I will not step on your rights, but I won't do it.
Rights are one thing. We also have to have love and truth.
Right.
I'm just wondering what the truth is right now. I don't know to trust myself.
You don't trust yourself?
No, not right now.
Do you feel like...
You're new to me, brand.
Right, I
I've seen
understand.
a lot of people. I'm like, yes, you're doing a very good job of talking to me and telling me, kind of taking me on a bit of an emotional and is this developed by core?
By what?
The Common Core curriculum or something? This type of interrogation?
This is you and me talking. This is not...
But then you got a camera. Maybe there's 4. I don't know. It's
No.
just kind of cool. I mean,
Just say camera. That's it.
Does it spit? Can it shoot something at me?
No, absolutely not.
It's just looking.
Absolutely
Who's
not.
on the other end of it?
The recorder, that's it.
And right now, at this
It's
particular
you
time,
and I.
you can guarantee me that it's just a recording right now. Nobody's staring into the monitor going, "What are they talking about right now?"
I can't guarantee you. I don't know
Have I watched
who's...
too many video games? Ever watched them beyond the games back? Or what?
Well,
Am I
listen,
getting into it too far?
the recording, what do you think that's for? That's to document everything that you and I talk about.
Right.
That's so that I can't tell anybody that you said something that you didn't say, right?
Right.
Works both ways. You can't say that I came in here, beat you up, you know?
No, you didn't do that.
It's a lot different than what you see in movies and stuff like that.
So this is kind
This
of
is
just
you
being
and me
booked in.
talking.
This
No,
is-
you're not being booked in. You're not. This is
I
you
thought when
and me
you read
talking.
Miranda rights, that meant the person was under arrest, but you were just telling
It's
me
true.
what they were.
Right. We're going over your rights, because at this point right here, you are not free to leave. Okay. You know, you're at Denver Police Headquarters.
It's hard for me not to talk, but oh man, is it just water like I asked for?
I promise you,
What?
it's just water. You want some more?
Yes, please.
I don't know. Get you
I
some
gotta
more.
hydrate my body a little bit. I kind of been put to the arena.
I believe it.
I mean,
I believe
it
it.
wasn't. Yeah, back and forth. There was a.
Do you want to talk with me?
Sure.
All right. Let's go through this again.
Let's go see someone from the church though while we do it.
I
An
can't.
attorney from the church.
An attorney from the church?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to an attorney from the church?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Richard maintained that the marijuana-laced candy he consumed caused him to exhibit unusual, possibly psychotic behavior which led him to fatally shoot his wife. Following a toxicology test, a small amount of THC was detected in Richard's system that night. No traces of other illicit substances, prescription drugs, or alcohol were found. Richard was taken into custody and charged with first-degree murder. Bond was denied. He entered a plea of not guilty, and the trial was eventually scheduled for October 26, 2015. As the prosecutor's office prepared to present their case in court, the Denver Police Department announced the results of their investigation into the response time in the shooting death of Kris Kirk. Police determined the response time was standard. They also noted officers complained they didn't know what started as a routine domestic call had escalated, and that a weapon was involved until it was too late. Denver police said the dispatcher was sending notes to officers on the CAD system, but failed to provide them with verbal updates as required. As the officers were driving to the scene, they were unable to read the notes. Incidentally, the closest police station to the Kirk household is 1.1 miles away. After the incident, the dispatcher was placed on administrative leave but resigned that same day. As the in-depth investigation into the homicide of Kris Kirk unfolded, investigators believed evidence emerged that challenged Richard's version of events. According to court documents, Denver police learned from family and friends that arguments between Richard and Kris had escalated for several weeks before the shooting took place. One friend of Richard's told police that Richard had recently asked to stay at his house because he was having a difficult time with Kris. The friend refused. One of Kris's friends reported that 6 weeks before the shooting, Kris said Richard verbally abused her over the phone. In a transcript of a conversation between Kris and her sister 1 month before the shooting, Kris revealed that she and Richard were not talking and that, for unknown reasons, Richard was holding on to his bonus pay, causing additional financial stress. Investigators dug deeper into the couple's financial affairs and discovered that they had accrued more than $40,000 in credit card debt. In addition, they owed money to the IRS. Perhaps most intriguing was that in the weeks leading up to the shooting, Richard had changed his payroll direct deposit from the couple's joint checking account to his individual checking account. Further, officers learned Kris was covered by a $340,000 life insurance policy. But that was not all that was found. Investigators discovered that Richard had bought ammunition for his 9mm handgun just hours before consuming the marijuana candy that preceded the shooting. Prosecutors believed these details created a clear picture of the couple's mounting marital and financial problems and raised legitimate questions about the role these issues played in the shooting death of Kris. 5 weeks before the start of the trial, Richard changed his plea to not guilty by reason of insanity. However, facing the possibility of a life sentence if convicted and presented with the evidence obtained by the prosecution, Richard Kirk ultimately accepted a plea deal. He pleaded guilty to a second-degree murder charge in exchange for a 25 to 30-year prison sentence plus 5 years on parole to be determined by the judge. We may never know the truth about what motivated Richard Kirk to shoot his wife Kris in the head on April 14, 2014. We do know, however, that Richard and his defense team accepted a plea deal that they felt was in his best legal interests. As a result, the defense's theory that edible consumption caused Richard's actions was not tested in a court of law. To this day, Richard insists that the edible was to blame, stating that he had no idea how it would affect him. Unfortunately for Richard, the judge was not swayed by his argument and imposed the maximum sentence for the agreed-upon range of 30 years in prison. While there is no closure regarding the cause of the tragedy, Richard's guilty plea did spare his children from possibly testifying in a long and emotionally charged trial. At the very least, we hope this outcome provides some measure of solace and healing for all those affected by this tragedy. What are your thoughts on this case? Do you believe that Richard's misuse of edibles was the main factor that led him to shoot his wife? Or do you suspect there might have been something more sinister at play? As usual, feel free to share your thoughts below.